Hey man, it's Noble Credit here. I got this unboxing video for the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. I'm gonna do a review of it, tell you how I got it, why you should or should not get the card. And at the very end, I'm gonna let you know how I got the card without applying for it. So stay tuned to the end so I can put you on. Let's jump into this video right now. Let's go. All right, so how did I get the Chase Sapphire Preferred without applying for it? I'll go ahead and tell you now. It's a complicated story, but I'm gonna use some visual aids to help explain the story a little better of how I got the Chase Sapphire Preferred. So I have a total of 4 Chase cards. I have 2 Chase Sapphire Reserves, 1 Chase Sapphire Preferred, and 1 IHG card. Before I got the Chase Sapphire Preferred, I still had 4 cards, but I had 2 Chase Sapphire Reserves, 1 Chase Slate, and 1 IHG card. Now, my plan was to turn my Chase Slate card into a 3rd Chase Sapphire Reserve. That's right, 3 Chase Sapphire Reserves, man. I was trying to go for that $900 travel credit per year. But, so to have a Chase Sapphire Reserve, you need at least $10,000 in available credit limit. I wanted to turn my Chase Slate into a Chase Sapphire Reserve, but I ran into a little snag in the road. And that snag was the Chase Sapphire Reserve is a Visa Infinite card. Along with many other benefits of Visa Infinite cards, the credit limit on a Visa Infinite card has to be at least $10,000. Let me back up a little bit. My first Chase Sapphire Reserve, I applied for outright and got it. I had to call reconsideration, but that was a few years ago. My second Chase Sapphire Reserve, I upgraded from a Freedom card. Now, luckily, that Freedom card already had $10,000 in available credit limit. So to product change from the Freedom to the Chase Sapphire Reserve, it was pretty easy. No hard pull, no credit check. I just called the back of the card and told them that I want to product change this card to a Chase Sapphire Reserve, and they did it. Now, with the Chase Slate card, the problem I ran into was the credit limit was not enough to product change from the Chase Slate card to the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. So what did I try to do? I tried to get a credit limit increase. That attempt to get the credit limit increase turned into a hard pull for an application for the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Don't ask me why. I'm still upset about it, but nonetheless, it is what it is. But you probably want to know, what was the credit limit on the Chase Slate card? Just in case you run into a situation where you're trying to product change a card with not available credit limit to a card that has a credit limit requirement. The credit limit on my Chase Slate card was $3,000. Okay, so credit limit wise, I had $10,000 on a Chase Sapphire Reserve, $10,000 on another Chase Sapphire Reserve, so that's $20,000. And then I had $3,000 on that Chase Slate, and then I had another $3,000 on that IHG card. Now, how did I manage to get a Visa Signature card, which is what the Chase Sapphire Preferred is? This requires a $5,000 credit limit, at least. So how did I go from $3,000 to a $5,000 credit limit from the Chase Slate to the Chase Sapphire Preferred? What I had to do was I had to transfer my credit limit, or some of my credit limit, from my IHG card to the Chase Slate card. And then it was pretty much immediate. It was immediate. As soon as I asked for it, I got it. So transferred $2,000 from the IHG card to the Chase Slate card, giving me $5,000 worth of credit limit.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars.
Then I was able to product change the Chase Slate card. Pretty simple, pretty easy, and then I got the card. So in total credit limit, out of my 4 Chase cards, all of my credit limit, my total credit limit stayed the same. I just had to switch around some credit limit to get what I wanted. So got the $5K on the Chase Slate, upgraded to the Chase Sapphire Preferred. But why the Chase Sapphire Preferred? Why not get a Chase Freedom card or a Chase Freedom Unlimited card? I'll tell you. I got the Chase Sapphire Preferred so I could do this video for you, just to show you how to upgrade or product change the card when there's an issue. Hopefully this story helps someone out one day. I could have chose the Chase Freedom card. I could have chose the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, but I chose the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And why? During this COVID time, credit card issuers are offering some pretty good value on their travel cards. Now, I probably would have went more of the Freedom Unlimited route, but I decided to get the Chase Sapphire Preferred because I don't know to what extent Chase is going to tack on some more benefits to a card like the Chase Sapphire Preferred, like the way that they've done with the Chase Sapphire Reserve and many other travel cards that I talk about on the channel. And along with getting this card just in case value is added to it, it's a card that I don't have to pay for. Why? Because I'm active duty military. I'm covered under the Military Lending Act, which gives active duty service members credit cards like this, high-end credit cards from Chase, personal cards, American Express, personal cards, Citi, personal cards. You get these cards for free as long as you're an active duty service member covered under the Military Lending Act. So if I didn't get the annual fee waived on this card, it would kind of be hedging my bet, but there's no hedge needed because I'm not paying for it anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's Noble Credit, man. Hey, if this information provided value to you in any way, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're almost at 600 subscribers, and make sure you hit the like button for me. I'd really appreciate that. You don't know how much that means. Hit the like button. I talk about credit cards. I talk about credit card news, updates on credit cards. I have quite the collection of credit cards just like this that I will be talking about. I do a lot of updates for credit card benefits for service members. Yeah, so make sure you hit the subscribe button, and this Noble Credit, Noble Gang, man. We out. Bye.